Hello, friends, and welcome to Take Two for this Monday, the 17th of August, 2020. I'm Jeannie. I'm so glad you decided to come along for the ride today. Well, last week we heard this really loud noise outside, and I was like, what is that? So we opened the front door. It was quite early in the morning. We hadn't even taken our walk yet, so this had to be like 6 a.m. and there were these big massive trucks out front, and there were men with chainsaws, and this one guy up on a big cherry picker thing, and the house across the street, the neighbors across the street, Norma and Ken, were having a tree removed. Now this was a very big tree, an oak tree. And so there they were. First they started taking off each branch, and they, it's a whole bunch of series of steps before the tree is actually gone. So they took all that off, and eventually they cut off the limbs, etc., etc. And by that afternoon, when you looked there, you never even knew there was a tree. They even removed the stump. I don't know how they managed it. We were gone of that process, that part of the process. But it was certainly done, and I thought that is quite a remarkable job. So I started thinking about trees, and well, I'll give you an example. Okay, say this is just kind of an ordinary tree. Beautiful tree. We got a lot of those. We have a bunch in our yard as well. We have pine trees, and we had pecan tree and oak trees. But this is a tree. But do you know what's underneath that tree? Well, you may see a little bit of it, but here, how about that? Those are the roots. And those roots can go down pretty deep. So removing a stump is a huge job, because not only do you have to get the stump part out, but you have to get those roots. So you have to cut around them and so forth. Maybe they get down as far as they could, but you never know how deep those roots could go. But wait, I've got another part for you to show. Are you ready? Are you ready? Not only do you have those deep roots, but Lordy, those roots can go way far away. Look how far the roots on that one tree. You'd never know by looking at this that this was going on down under the ground. So I started thinking about roots of things in my life. Maybe bad habit patterns that I developed over the years, and maybe some other issues that I've had in my life. Maybe there's been areas where I had to work on forgiving people, or things like that. Those are roots. So you ask yourself, okay, how far have I let those roots take root in the ground? The deeper the root, the harder it is to take it out. You could ask those tree guys. I'm sure they could attest to that. The deeper the root, the harder it is to pull it out. And sometimes you just got to cut them off. And sometimes when you just let those roots grow, roots of bitterness, roots of unforgiveness, roots of hatred, they can grow not only in your world, but then it starts affecting other people's world. You know what else I saw when I was researching roots and trees this morning on the internet? I saw some images of two trees next to each other, completely unrelated to one another. But as they got older and as they grew taller, the roots on the ground started doing this till they were intertwined with one another. Well, now if it's a good relationship, you want that intertwining. You want it to happen. A husband and wife cultivating their relationship, parents and children cultivating their relationship. You want their roots to be in unison with one another, tied together. But if it's wickedness and evilness and bad habits, like say you join a gang and you never had those kinds of things, but now you're letting your roots get mixed in with their roots, that's hard to pull apart. Do you want your roots growing in bad and horrible soil? Do you want your roots growing deep into things that you know shouldn't be taking root? No. If that's the case, then here's what I suggest you do. Get out your axe, boys and girls. Cut those roots off. Cut those roots off so they don't exist anymore. And then when you have those roots are not connected anymore, then it can't grow. Because here's the thing, you chop off those roots and it will not grow anymore. Have you ever had a plant in your garden and you're weeding and you accidentally pull one of your flowers out, that's happened to us many times because the weeds have gotten twisted up with the flowers and you accidentally pull a flower out and then you realize, oh no, I didn't mean to pull that out, and you got the roots and everything. You can't put that back in once that's pulled out. That's it. So do that with the weeds. Don't go buy weeds and just cut off the tops, because guess what? They're just going to keep growing if the roots are still there. Just beware of what and where you let things take root in your life, okay? All right. Now listen, go out and be a blessing to somebody today. You may end up being the only one who is. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jeanne Sigler, JeanneSigler. Hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified every time another Take Two is posted. Have a wonderful week. I hope it's blessed and terrific, and you're thinking long and hard about where you're going to let things take root in your life this week. I love you all very much. I'll see you on Wednesday for Hump Day. Bye-bye.